I'm gonna apologize right now because some kind of construction has started on my street right now as I've turned on the camera. So if there's background noise, forgive me. Maybe it will stop. Maybe it will never stop. I don't know. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Liv and today we are talking Best of Boxycharm 2017. So for those of you who don't know, Boxycharm is a monthly subscription service. For $21 a month, you get a box that looks like this that contains 5 full-size or luxury sample size beauty products. So luxury sample size is a nice way of saying like big samples, not like you can use it once. Usually it's something you can use at least a few times to really get an idea for whether or not you like the product. In my experience though, they generally send full-size products, which is amazing. And again, it's $21 for 5. So you get a card, this is the November version, in each box. And that card tells you what products you've gotten, gives you a little description, and tells you what the retail value is, which is really smart because these products can be really expensive. So it's awesome to get your box in the mail that you paid $21 for and see that you have like a $50 face product in there. And that happens regularly. So I've been subscribed to Boxycharm for the entire year of 2017. I've gotten every box except for December, which is hopefully on its way to me now. Today I'm going to be talking you through my top 10 products that I received over the year of 2017. So I guess I've gotten 55 Boxycharm products this year, which is insane. But there are some that have really stuck with me that I use day in and day out. So I wanted to share those with you guys. If you're on the fence about getting Boxycharm, hopefully this will give you an idea of the types of products you receive and help you decide whether or not this kind of box is for you. If you do have Boxycharm, let me know in the comments below what your favorites were this year. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first product I want to talk about is the Dr. Brandt Poredermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator. This is really expensive. I'll leave all the products and their full retail prices below, but this is like 50 bucks or something for this tube, and I think that price is pretty outrageous no matter what the product does. But this is an awesome exfoliator. You're supposed to wait 2 or 3 days between each use of this, so it's not an everyday exfoliator. I've had this for a couple of months now and I don't use it like every 2 or 3 days, but I still have a good amount left. You do not need a lot in here. This is a pore perfecting exfoliator. I have really open pores, so I am always on the hunt for exfoliators and things that do like deep cleaning in the pores. And I just find that when I use this, I feel like my face is totally refreshed and brightened, and yeah, I really love this. I don't know that I'll purchase it myself because it is so expensive, but this is a great example of the awesome skincare products that you can get in Boxycharm. Okay, moving away from skincare into hair, this is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This is a hair mask and it is amazing. You use this in place of conditioner and basically you just, well, it recommends putting it into your hair from root to tip. I don't normally put conditioner on the roots of my hair, so I don't put this on the roots of my hair either. I start around like ear level, I guess, and then work it into the ends of the hair. This is awesome because it is so lightweight. It doesn't have any sulfate, silicones, or parabens, so I don't feel like it leaves my hair looking greasy. It just really hydrates the hair. It smells amazing. I don't normally do hair masks, but I love this stuff, and I probably will be repurchasing this when I run out. Okay, let's talk brushes. I have 3 brushes out of my 10 products because I love brushes, and Boxycharm sends me such good brushes. So the first one I want to talk about is this Jumbo Kabuki fan brush from Crown. It looks like this. When it came, I remember my little Boxycharm card was like, use this for your highlighter, and I was like, what? Like I love a good highlight, but like this is too big to apply your highlighter. But I remember Kathleen Lights, when she did her Boxycharm unboxing for that month, said she was going to use this for bronzer, and I was like, oh, like that's a really good idea. So this is my everyday bronzer brush and I've been using it for months and it's held up great. It fits just so nicely in the hollow of the cheek, but since it's so fluffy, it really blends the product out. I also find that it fits really well up around the edges of the forehead because I like to connect the bronzer on my cheekbones up to the bronzer on my forehead just so it looks a little bit more natural. And this is the perfect shape and size to get in there. So yeah, this is an awesome brush. I definitely have gotten tons of use out of it, and I mean, I don't need to replace it yet, but if I ever do, I would absolutely repurchase this. Next up is a brush that took a while to grow on me, but it became one of my favorite brushes. This is the Moda Pro Pointed Blush Brush. So as you can see, it's like a big fluffy brush that comes to a nice tapered tip here. You can see mine is pretty pink because I use it for blush every day. Because it's so fluffy and it's not like a densely packed brush, it picks up the right amount of blush. I mean, if you want, you can really, you know, tap it in hard to your product, and I'm sure you could pick up more, but for me, as someone who likes to use a lighter hand with blush, I feel like this is such a good tool, and the tapered shape is perfect because it's fluffy and you can use the fluffier portion on the apples of your cheeks, and as it tapers, you can use that to get, you know, further back on the cheekbone and kind of define that shape without having like a big stripe of blush on your face. So yeah, this is awesome. I'm a big fan. It is basically the only blush brush I use, so I would definitely repurchase it, but it's holding up pretty well. Okay, last brush. This is one of those long-handled oval face brushes. This was a collaboration between Crown and Boxycharm when it came in the box, so I'm not sure if Crown sells it regularly, but I'll check, and if I can find it, I'll leave it in the description below. This used to say Crown X Boxycharm on the handle, but that has faded off pretty quickly. So this is just a pretty standard face brush. It's the only one of those long-handled brushes I own just because I think that's kind of gimmicky, but I actually really like it. It's very densely packed. The bristles are super soft. I'm actually really into this at the moment for applying primer. The primer I've been using day to day is a tinted primer. It's got a little bit of coverage, so it's really important to get an even application of that so that your skin tone is even. So yeah, I use this for primer at the moment, but I've also tried it with foundation and BB cream, and it works really well for this as well. Like I said, not sure if this is something you can purchase. If it is something you could purchase as a standalone item, I probably wouldn't, just because, like I said, I don't know that this oval brush thing like is something I'm really into, but I do love this product as something that's come in Boxycharm, and I use it pretty much every day, so I wanted to make sure to shout it out in this video. All right, so we're done with brushes. Let's talk brows. This is the Briogeo Convertible Brow Wet Dry Convertible Powder and Pomade Duo from Tonya Crooks, the Brow Gal. So I had never heard of this brand before Boxycharm, and I haven't really heard of it since. Like, I follow them on Instagram and tag them all the time because I am obsessed with this product, but it's not a brand that I hear a lot of buzz about. This is what it looks like. So there's 3 brow shades in here. I use the darkest one. As you can see, the powder looks a little bit ruined because I always wet my brush before going into this. Like I said, this is a wet dry convertible, so you can use the dry powder or you can use it wet. So yeah, I probably should be dipping the brush into the powder dry and then spraying the brush afterwards to get it wet, but like, at this point, the powder already looks ugly, so it's fine. It works just fine, and it doesn't seem like I'm anywhere close to running out. To be fair, I don't do my brows every day. I probably do them like once, maybe twice a week, but I use this every time I do my brows. It's what I use to do my brows today. I just find that the color is a great match for me. So if you think that any of these 3 would match you, this is the shade 02, and it's a really good formula for the powder. It stays in place, but if you make a mistake, you can easily kind of wipe it away before it sets down, which is great because it takes me so long to do my brows. I'm always screwing up, so this is just really forgiving, which is great. And in Boxycharm, it also came with a brush. So it's the Brow Gal's brow brush. There's a spoolie on one end and a nice narrow angled brush for doing, you know, your actual brows. This is a great brush. I have a couple of different brushes that I go back and forth between for my brows, but this one is awesome and came with it in Boxycharm. So yeah, I will absolutely repurchase this when I run out because it is my holy grail brow product. I have tried so many drugstore brow products. I'm kind of opposed to buying like high-end brow products, like I said, because I don't do my brows that often. And I have a lot of eyebrow on my own, so like it just seems kind of silly. But this is my love. So even though this might be a little bit pricey, I will absolutely repurchase it. Yeah, if you're on the hunt for a good brow powder and you haven't found one you like yet, give this a shot because I never hear people talk about it, and I think this might be a bit of a hidden gem. Okay, moving right along to highlight. I love a good highlight, and this is the Ofra highlight in Rodeo Drive, which is like a cult favorite highlight, and I'm pretty sure these are like $40. But it came in my Boxycharm, which means that like I paid $20 for the month. I got 4 other products, and also I got my Ofra Rodeo Gold highlighter. You literally can't even see the Ofra logo on mine. It's rubbed away because I wear this constantly. I know most people wouldn't think of Rodeo Drive as an everyday highlight, but I like to be so glowy every single day, so like I absolutely will wear this to work. It's the highlight I have on my face right now. It is so stunning. It's obviously a very vibrant gold, but it works great on lighter skin, so don't worry about it being too dark. Let me do a quick swatch here so you can see. It's just beautiful. I also have it in my inner corners today. Yeah, I mean, there's a million videos out there telling you how great this highlighter is, but you can get this in a Boxycharm, which is amazing. And for another face product, this is the Studio Makeup Luminous Loose Blush. This took a little bit of time to grow on me because it is a loose blush. Let me see if I can show you this without getting powder everywhere. Yeah, so there's like a loose blush in there. I'm never ever in a million years going to run out of this because there's so much product in here, but it's a really beautiful shade. It's the blush that I'm wearing today, and because this is loose powder formula, you can really decide how much color you want on your cheeks. So I like to go in with this blush brush that I talked about earlier and just barely tap it into this product, then tap off the brush so there's no excess, and just dust it onto the apples of the cheeks, and it's so beautiful. Definitely a great everyday blush, but because it's a little bit buildable, I find I can also pair it with a more dramatic look. It's gonna last me forever, so I don't think I'll even have to think about repurchasing this. That being said, it might not be something I repurchase just because the loose formula is kind of a pain. Like, I don't like to travel with this blush, but I'm definitely gonna keep using it until I guess I get tired of it because it's a great blush. So thanks, Boxycharm. All right, number 9 is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I was so excited when I saw this was coming in Boxycharm because I've never really used anything from Cover FX, and I really wanted to try their setting sprays, but I wanted to do like a whole order and I hadn't really gotten around to it. So I don't know if I ever would have gotten around to trying it, but it came last month and I have been absolutely loving it. It is an illuminating setting spray, and the great thing about illuminating sprays is you can use that to finish off a dewy look if you want things, you know, to stay really dewy and bright, or if you have a matte look to add a little bit of a like natural sheen. So if I'm using a lot of mattifying products on a day-to-day basis, I will throw this on top, and I find that it just makes everything look a little bit more natural, gives the skin like a nice reflectiveness. It's what I use to set down my makeup today. I wouldn't say that this is like the best if you need your makeup to not budge. I do think that the NYX setting sprays are the best for that, especially for the price, but this is awesome for a day-to-day basis, and this is a huge bottle, so I don't think I'm ever going to run out of it. Because this is from Cover FX and not something that I can just pick up at the drugstore, I'm not sure that I'll repurchase this if I ever run out of this bottle, but it's still an awesome setting spray and I'm really excited to have it. And last but not least is a full eyeshadow palette. This is the Pure Soiree Diaries palette. It has this really pretty marble packaging with like rose gold accents, and here are the shadows. I ruined this one with Fix Plus, so just ignore that. It's got a row of really nice light neutral shades, then some deeper crease shades, and then this row of shimmers here at the bottom. I'm wearing this on my eyes today. I have Gala and Splurge in the crease, then I used Summer on the outer corners and Twinkle, which is this gorgeous rose gold all over the lid. I also grabbed Mogul to highlight my brow bone. This is just a really versatile palette. I think you can get some really great everyday looks out of it, but also some more dramatic ones. This has been awesome. It's in my like everyday palette rotation, and I feel like you don't see a lot of palettes with good purple shades. Warmy red brown shades are like pretty common, but this side of the palette is a little more unique. Also, it has this nice big mirror, so it's a great palette to travel with. I just like can't overstate how amazing it is to get a full-size palette in a subscription box like Boxycharm. And this is not the only full-size palette I got this year. It was just my favorite one, so really, really excellent. All right, guys, that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You can follow me on Instagram at LiveGraceFace, and of course right here on YouTube. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Going forward, I'm hoping to do monthly Boxycharm unboxings as well, so if you liked this, there's more where that came from. Thanks so much, guys. Hope everyone is having an awesome week, and I will see you soon. Bye.